This is what everyone on the internet actually means when they're talking about calories. The word itself has become so feared purely because of the amount of misinformation being spread by people who don't know what they're talking about. Now, there's a fancy way of explaining them, but there's also one that you don't need to be a kind of mad scientist to understand. The proper definition is a calorie is the amount of energy needed to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. But that's just a very fancy way of explaining it that nobody really understands. And if you want more videos explaining nutrition without all the waffle, then you should probably follow me. Essentially, in its most basic form, a calorie is a measurement of how much energy we get from eating food. And different foods have different amount of calories depending on their macronutrient makeup. Food is made up of 3 macronutrients, which are protein, carbs, and fat. Carbs and protein both have 4 calories per gram, while fat has slightly more than that, coming in at 9 calories per gram. When you look at the label of a particular food, all it's telling you is how much energy it's going to give your body. It's not saying it's good or bad because there's no such thing as good or bad food, since all food is equal. It's just giving you the information that because the food has a certain amount of fats, a certain amount of protein, and a certain amount of carbs, that when you add them up and do the sums, it comes out to this amount of calories. So if a food is high calorie, that doesn't automatically mean it's bad for you. It just means that that particular item is that amount of calories purely because of what it's made of. And it's perfectly okay to eat them. Just because something is high calories doesn't mean you should be avoiding it. What you can do now, since you understand them, is use that information to make informed decisions about what you put into your body depending on your goals. So now next time you go and see somebody on the internet ranting and raving about calories, this, that and the other, you'll know exactly what they're actually talking about, rather than just being scared of them. Because at the end of the day, food is fuel. It's literally how we survive. So please don't be afraid of it. And as always, if you have any questions about training, nutrition, calories, macros, any of that jazz, don't hesitate to shoot me a DM. I'm always happy to help. It's literally why I started this page.